Hello everybody, this is YDYT and I would like to welcome every single one of you back to a brand new episode of MinasCraft. So, last time we started the Iron Titan, guys, and let's just say a little bit of progress with that has been made. And by a little bit, I mean I finished it. Because you didn't want to see me place the doors, I didn't want to bore you with another episode on the Titan. So if we come right on through here, I've moved the portal down here, it all links perfectly fine now. And over here, I've moved the portal as well. I'm not sure if that's going to be its final sitting place. We've got some storage set up, and I've only AFK'd for a little while, but wow, the iron is real. So I opted to just go for the 32 village version, and I'm also just going to turn my in-game sound just down a little bit there. I've opted to go for the 32 because honestly, this is a single-player world. A Titan is ridiculous for a single-player world. So why would I need a 64 village version of it? So I just gone for the simple 32 version, and so far seems to be working absolutely great. We've got all of this stuff ready to go for the overflow. That's the 1.9 version, because 1.8 version doesn't work, because Mojang were like, we break your farm. That's my Mojang impression. I thought it was quite good. So I'm really happy with this. It's been working great, and we've now got iron for days. And I think we'll be working on a build for this soon. I'm still designing stuff in my creative world, but just coming up with a block palette even for it's really tough because I don't know what I want. And I've opted for a 2 wide corridor here. I may change this down to just a 1 wide so that at one end we can have lava flowing down and just see excess iron being dispensed once all of that's full. Which I'm sure it will be at, I don't know when, but at a point. Because I play on here far too much and we don't use quite that much iron. So I think we're going to be setting up that slime farm now. And I've been thinking about the whole topic of a gold farm. And I'm not sure I want to actually do one now, because it would just be a temporary gold farm, because the wither skeleton farm I'm going to be doing eventually, which is a pretty minor one in comparison to some that are out there, but it's a 5 skull per minute design, 4.8 to be precise, but 5 for all sakes. And tons of coal, tons of bones, tons of gold, which is what I'll be using as a gold farm when that is needed. Thus, I feel it's utterly pointless me building one now unless it's like a really small little thing. So I may do something small next time, I'm not really too sure. But for now I'm going to get this slime farm set up, and we're going to be building it over in our slime chunk, and I don't really have a way over there. So I'm going to set up this tunnel right here and figure out where we need to go to get over there, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, we are back. So, as you can see, I'm making good progress on this whole farm thing, which is always important. But obviously it's still a little bit of a grind. But that's often the way with designs like this. We're using the ilmango design, by the way. Just like we have been for pretty well everything else we've built this season. So, I've almost completed it. We're just setting up the golems on this side, and then we're going to have to replace the walls with glass, which will basically just prevent like mobs from not being able to spawn there because the blocks will make them suffocate. So we're basically just increasing we're basically just increasing spawn spaces by doing that, which is obviously something we want, because more spawn spaces means a higher drop rate. And as you can see, there are a bunch of slime balls already dotted around on the ground, and that's just from all of them that have wandered into me while I've been sorting this all out. We've had to dig a lot for this, like a lot more than I thought, but based on the promised rates, I think honestly it's worthwhile, so I'm not too worried about that. I'll get over it, I guess. And I may have to go for a repair on my picks before I finish off the whole glass thing, but I'm hoping I won't, because obviously that's not ideal, because I'd love to get this farm just up and running right now. So I'm going to keep grinding away at it. Oh, I hate how you can do that. I'm just going to keep grinding away at this, and we should have it done pretty soon, but obviously not right away. The rates for this is supposed to be like stupidly high essentially, which is very good. Obviously I'm not sure if there's going to be completely accurate, as the whole area doesn't have a full perimeter built and probably never will. I was thinking about digging a full perimeter for this farm and the creeper farm because it would be fun and it would be cool. But as I said, I'd like to try and do the wastelands up in that desert, so no idea what we're going to eventually do there. But we're definitely going to do some perimeters in this series, particularly with a particularly with a farm for witches, and I've actually got a plan for that, and that's where our ultimate storage system is going to be, because it's good to have it with all the witch drops, because it's a farm that I want to keep loaded a lot of the time, so putting storage there is logical. And then also you can connect a lot of the witch drops with it, such as getting sticks to go into auto furnaces and stuff like that. So it's good in that aspect. However, it's not great because I have to dig a full perimeter, and I have a plan for which storage system design we're going to be using. Let's just say it's one that isn't commonly used for single player worlds. I've seen it built once, and that was on a big server. So not sure whether it's necessary, but it's a design I'd really like to do, and it really isn't that complicated to build if we just use the world download essentially. But that's still going to be a long way off, because we're going to be setting up a storage system in the bunker first, which is going to be our quote-unquote temporary storage. It's going to last us many months. And then I'm planning on having a secondary storage in the citadel of Minas Tirith once we get around to that. And oh my god, why is this a feature? This is not... I don't want to do this. This isn't good. Stop doing that. Silly game. Okay, so this is pretty simple pattern really, just getting all of these fences in, and then we just spawn the golems in. So another thing I'd like to talk about is growth, because due to the tour the other day, I've grown massively. I think we're up to 127 now, which is absurd, considering it's like 107 or something the other day. So yeah, very happy about that. And on the topic of growth, I thought I'd do a little shout out to one of my friends, Nerd, who is really close to 100. Like, I think he's like 5 or 6 now. I may be wrong on that number, maybe more, maybe less, but he's really close. So if you like similar-esque content, I check him out. He does a lot of series, and he did a big one on the Wellsnet Gaming Patreon server last time around, and I'm not sure if he's doing one again, but if it's the sort of content you enjoy, I would recommend checking him out. So I'm going to get all this done, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so now we've got the bulk of everything set up, which is absolutely awesome. I just need to set up some streams for the items to actually go down, because otherwise they're just going to sit back here forever, which is not our goal. I have decided I'm not actually going to build the farm fully, and we're going to see how the rates look, and then we're going to decide what we're going to do, because the rates on this farm are actually stupid. Like, just legitimately stupid. They're absurd. And for a single player world, I don't think we need that. So I don't think we're going to go with the full out version. I've got all the spawning platforms in and whatnot, and hopefully that'll work absolutely fine. I can't see why it wouldn't. But I'm now just gonna set up an easy way in and out for me, because we've got our little tunnel. See, where's the tunnel at? Up there just a bit? Okay, that should be fine. So we've got a little tunnel over here, and we're gonna set up an entrance hatch in here at some point, and we're gonna need more iron as well. Or, not iron, sorry, hoppers. We've also got tons of glass left over from this, because I decided that this is as far as we're going to do. We're not going to do the walls, because I don't think it's fully necessary, and we're not doing the extra roof, because just the amount of more blocks I have to mine for it is crazy. So, like, I don't know if it's worthwhile considering what we need. I'm just going to use this iron. That's a stack. So I think that this should work totally fine, but obviously I'm not 100% sure on that. So we'll have to set up a proper way of moving the items over, and I'll probably just grab a dropper and dispense items into a water stream, and then move them over to where we need them. I don't think I'm going to set up an item sorter, because we shouldn't be getting anything other than slime in this, because why would we be getting anything other than slime? So this cart has stuff in there. Yes, it does. So now this cart should move. It's going to move. Takes a second to get the items to move out, I guess. Yeah, there we go. And now it'll move. Lovely. And then down here, these ones are moving. Good, they are. Okay, so that's everything working fine in that aspect of things. So now I'm going to need to just get, like, probably a dropper tower up, and I'll just sort out all of the items moving over, and once we've got the full item movement system, we'll be back. Alright guys, we are back. So we're now actually just flying out to an ice biome, because I figured that using all of these hoppers is probably a bad idea, because I don't have a tree farm yet. But I thought that I still wanted to have loads and loads of stuff. Like, it's very good to have. Am I flying the right way? Is it this way? I'm flying the wrong way. So I figured it's really, really good to have lots of wood right now, so I didn't want to use all of it, but I used a lot of it. So I figured the best way to transport these items will be with water paths, but they don't really work that great without ice. So we're having to go and find a snowy biome, and I may have got the chords wrong, because I thought it should have been a right turn there, but as you just saw, it was not. So I guess gotta keep flying. Okay, so that should be the whole thing working. So we should have blocks coming along here, because blocks happen to fall into the stream. And now we'll just have to hope that we start getting some slime coming along as well. And if everything seems to be working good, I'll sort out this whole tunnel, because we want a proper looking tunnel, not this current mess. So I hear slimes though, that's always good when you're doing a slime farm, for them to actually be there, you know, otherwise you got something slightly wrong. And they should all just be, yep, that's looking good. Okay, and let's come down here and check that we've got carts working and everything. Yeah, it dropped something off. Okay, so this seems to look like it's working. I'll go monitor the chest a bit. Hope that the rates are good enough, because I honestly don't need them to be absurd. So if they're fine at this rate, rather than me adding in all the fancy stuff, then I'm very happy with this project. Alright guys, it's been just about 20 minutes now, so I have not checked what sort of drops we've got, but hopefully they're pretty good. Let's have a quick look. Okay, that's not great actually, but I feel that slime blocks are not something I need that much of, so if I just AFK here for a while, then we should have no problems whatsoever. I'll have to do some more lighting up of the caves, which I'll do just like in a minute or two. And then I think we're gonna start to dig another hole. I'm going to be building a tree farm and a sugarcane and cactus farm. Yes, that's what I mean. Later today, or maybe not in this one, both. We'll try to get at least one of them down. I'm struggling to decide which sort of tree farm I want to go for. Do I want to do a dark oak? Do I want to do just a general one that can do everything? And we're going to have that be the final chest up in the bunker. So I'm looking forward to getting that all done, and we'll be getting that done hopefully today. So I'm going to AFK here for a while because I'm under the impression both of those projects will need a large number of slime balls. But once we've got a tree farm and a sugarcane farm, I think we may actually be done for farms for a few episodes, maybe like 10. So, quite a while actually. And then at that point, it'll probably be the Wither Skeleton farm, which is going to double up as a gold farm. And after that, I can't think of any other farms that we need. If you guys could think of another farm, tell me down below. But only something that we need, not like a vine farm or something that I'm never going to use because I don't build with vines very often. So I'm going to AFK here for a good while. And then I guess we'll be back. I'll probably AFK overnight. With iron, by the way, we're up to filling the second double chest now. So an AFK overnight will have us like bathing in it essentially. So I think I'll just hide in here for now. Also, if you guys have any ideas for a cool design for the iron farm, I'd really love to hear that. And we may do a shulker farm today, but I'll probably just do that off camera because you guys don't want to see that because that's not a vanilla thing. So I'm gonna get to AFKing and I'll probably see you guys tomorrow actually. So we'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, we are back. So I AFK'd overnight. I crashed at some point, I have no idea when. But let's just hope that we've got some good drops in here in the end. Okay, that's not too bad. Obviously I did crash, so I may have only been here for like 2 hours. But that's definitely enough to get started. So now I think somewhere off here, like maybe here-ish. This is just an example. I'm going to build a corridor out and we're going to be building a tree farm, which I think will hook up to these chests. And then these ones will be sugarcane and cactus. So I'm going to think about what tree farm design we're going to go with. I'm going to gather resources for that, dig out the space, and then we'll be doing a tree farm. Alright guys, we are back. So I have grabbed tons of resources. Absolutely tons. That's everything we should need. And you can see our resource supplies are dropping very, very low now. And I feel that we're not going to have time to build this farm because the episode's coming to the end. So I'd like to do it next time. But I've been AFK here a little bit with all my emeralds and stuff. And I figured we'd do a quick emerald trading round. So I'm just going to quickly grab villagers and we'll go through what we get. Okay guys, so I've gone through all of the villagers that we have here, and unfortunately none of them are really any good. We got another librarian with efficiency 3, but obviously that's efficiency 3. We've also got Curse of Binding and Fire Prot 2 on him, but that's not great, and I know he'll be one of the first to go when we're in need of more slots. So it's a bit unfortunate, but what can you do? It's just a bit of luck. We still don't have a mending, but we do an Unbreaking 3 for decent price. It's like 25 or something, which isn't amazing. I believe the best for it should be like 10. No, wait, is that how you do it? I think it's you take the number and you times it by 3 and add 1, so 10. Yes, maybe. Or maybe it's you times it by 5, I think. So 16 is the best from Breaking 3 then, by that logic. I may be completely wrong on all this, by the way. If you times it by something and add 1, that's all I can remember. But we didn't, unfortunately, get anything great. We've got all of this stuff ready to go, though, for the next episode. And I think tell me down below if you guys would like to see a time-lapse of me doing the tree farm, because I think it could be a cool one. The replay mod may be out soon for 1.12. Obviously, I don't know what their time schedule is like for that, but that's how I normally like to do my my time-lapses, but if it's not out, I have to do it with a camera account, which is a lot messier. But I think we're going to round this one out here, guys. So I'd like to thank all of the new people who joined us in the past few days. I think I'm up to 154 now, which is just absurd. So thank you all so much for subscribing and joining us here in the wonderful world of MinasCraft. So I think we're just going to round this one out here, guys. So if you did enjoy, please do drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next one. Peace.